What's the maneuverability that you have now? Are you going ahead with this $1 billion lawsuit against the NBA? What would it take to drop it?
I don't know what it would take to drop it, but I've been instructed to go forward with it, and that's what we intend to do. And I'm not sure I agree with your basic premise about all these reversals. Although I'm his lawyer, I'm not his rabbi, and he doesn't tell me the innermost secrets that he has. And so what I'm about to tell you is my perceptions of what went on. From day one, Mr. Sterling did not want to sell or leave the team. The team is part of his persona. He's very much attached to it. He's very much attached to the fan base. And he did not want to sell this team. It was only under the pressure of the league confiscating the team that he agreed with Shelley that she could sell the team and he would consent to it. And she orchestrated the sale, not him. He was reluctant about it all of the time. And then we read on an NBA webpage that if Sterling sold the team, and I'm not quoting this exactly, but the implication was if the team is sold to Mr. Ballmer, the NBA would resolve all of its differences with Mr. Sterling. And we understood that to mean that they were offering truce, an olive branch, that they would rescind the ban for life and they would rescind the fine and we could go on their way. And then we found out abruptly that understanding of what was on their website was not correct.
So as far as you know, Mr. Bleacher, as far as your position is, and Brian just suggested this, the NBA is not rescinding anything. They still want Sterling to pay $2.5 million fine, and they still want him banned from the NBA for life. Is that your understanding as well?
Correct.
That's
my understanding, and I want to.
You go ahead.
Well, I want to comment that I think they missed an enormous opportunity, and that had they been magnanimous in victory and said we're prepared now to let him sell the team, he'll be out of the league, we'll be done with him, and we will rescind all the bans and the fines, I think we probably wouldn't be having this conference today.
So if they're watching right now, if the NBA leadership is watching,
they missed the goal.
Well, let me ask you this question. Is it too late if they come back to you and say, you know what, forget about the $2.5 million and he won't be banned for life, then the sale goes through? Is that what you're saying?
I can't speak for Mr. Sterling, but I can tell you that obviously it's not about the money because he's walking away from a $2 billion deal. It's more about the restoration of his integrity and dignity. And that's what he wanted the NBA to do when he said, I'll get out of the league, I'll sell the team, but you should do something for me. They didn't do one single thing to restore his dignity or his prestige. And so I think the deal fell apart because of that. That's my own personal perception.